was a long walk. If you want to come Johnston Canyon Campground this summer, I would suggest not to walk here. There's a large portion on the east side of the road that's closed. So it's going to take you a long time to get there if you're walking. This road is blocked in the summertime so that cyclists can go up and down here without having to worry about cars. But there's other places to explore and check out, and campgrounds like Johnston's Canyon Campground, which is where we're going to explore today for you guys to see all of the things that you want to know if you come camping here. So the first thing is the road closed most of the time, so you have to go all the way to Castle Mountain and then come backtrack to get to Johnston's Canyon, or else you come across this. Now we're gonna go check out all of the little amenities you can find within the park and the campground here. And the Johnston's Campground is quite a nice little spot because it's right across the street from the Johnston's Canyon, obviously. And you can go do these little hikes there. You're right close to a bunch of other hikes as well. You can see Castle Mountain right at the far back over there. You can go down there and hike that whole valley. There's a bunch of hikes on the other side of the highway. There's Lake Bourgeot. There's a bunch of spots around here. So this is kind of like a good little hub to come and camp. And it's very cheap compared to hotels and lodges are in the area, especially in the national parks. So let's go inside Johnston's Canyon Campground and show you guys all the things that you guys need to know to camp here. Johnston Canyon Campground has 3 big loops. There's a small, a medium, and a large one, and they're all kind of in order. And we're in the middle of the first loop. And the first loop actually has firewood accessible here. Right across the road from there, there's actually a little day use area. The day use area can't be used for picnicking, so I'm not too sure why they have it here, but I guess it's for people that just want to use it in large groups, I guess. It's kind of a nifty little spot that I guess if it's raining and you don't have a good shelter, you could use these to cook food. These nice stoves here, and there's skylights in here, and there's also electricity. You can actually use it for your lights. I don't know if they put plugs or if it's just for lighting. Yes, there's actually power plugs here. So there is power. There's 4 sets of plugs here, and there's everything that you would need to cook food. And if it's like raining, I guess it's probably the best place to come instead of having these crazy shelters where this is truly sheltered from the wind. Pretty neat, pretty neat. The difference between the one washroom to the other washrooms is that this one has a handicapped one. It has its own private shower and sink. So in the second loop, there is no showers. There's just showers in the first one and the third one. But in the second loop here, kind of right at the beginning, there is another set washrooms. I think there's like 4 washrooms and a couple sinks. And this can kind of be accessible by 2 sections here, either people in the very first loop or the second loop. So all the facilities you need are here, except for showers. And actually on the other side, there's your recycling and garbage bins in here as well. So it's kind of like a central location for everybody to use. So on the second loop, you'll find 2 sets of washrooms that don't have showers. One is kind of geared towards one side, which you can do for the loop 1 and loop 2, and the one at the further back is actually more space to go between loop 3 and loop 2 to kind of like stagger them a little bit. And then this at the far back of loop 2 is where we're at now. And this is number 4 day use area, similar to all the other ones. They're almost all exactly the same, with the skylight and the lights and the power and the multiple stoves. Some of them only have 1 stove, some of them are slightly bigger than others, but it's quite the nice little spot. I wish I would have known about this place before. I might have actually came here on purpose and just had maybe one supper here, because it's quite spacious, flat ground, and you can set up everything here. So I would maybe suggest, if you don't have a good shelter, pick a spot that's close to one of these sites, and then you can actually shave off a lot of stuff that you don't need to bring for camping. If you want to spend a lot of time at your campsite to do campfires, then pick a spot that's close to one of the 2 spots for the firewood. So you can kind of look at the map and decide which area you want to be closest to. For us, we picked campsite number 128, and for me, I was close to the showers and close to the sink. I can actually see the sink from my campsite, and then the firewood was right there. Everything was really close. But when you're close to those spots, there's a lot of people that come in and out. So if you want privacy, that's not the best route to go. this video helps you guys decide where you want to stay at Johnston Canyon Campground here in Banff National Park. Peace out, everyone.